Okay. A triple colored card. What is this? Rasad Monk of Saloon with the accent. Okay. ETBs exile a creature and then he flips. Okay. Makes creatures when it flips. When it dies. That's powerful. I mean, that's the best card in the pack, almost certainly. Yep. Okay, well, I'm not starting with a gold card, and there's only one other blue card in the pack, so this pack... Look at this pack. This set sucks. These cards are all bad. This is not even that great as a gold uncommon. The rare isn't even that great. These are all bad. These are all mediocre. I mean, Herd Gorger is okay. Wow, terrible. So, easy Rasad here. And my the person to my right took a rare. Ooh, that's pretty good. I love this card. -2/-2 perpetually, and then at the beginning of each upkeep it gets smaller and smaller. So it kills huge things. It just takes a couple turns. Prowler's also very good. What is Mind Spike? Reveal. Yeah, these cards suck. It's like Duress. You know, this guy's a good 2-drop. Pilgrim's Eye is good. But these two black cards are the best in the pack, and I think out of these two, the Plague is awesome. So let's take Sewer Plague. Ooh, Cast Down, pick 3. This has to be one of the best uncommons in the set. Just 2 mana, kill basically anything. Non-legendary, yeah, that comes up randomly, but... Ooh, lots of black in this pack, too. Dragon's Fire is still in the pack? So I bet you the people to my right are all just forcing white here. So Rasad's probably going to have to say goodbye. But if black's open, you're confronted by robbers. Jesus. Oh, Hippogriff is the best white common, and it made it through somehow. Nefarious Imp's also very good. I'm going to take Hippogriff here. Sorry, blue. I mean, we're not going to force blue if black and white are open. Stalwart. Okay, I guess I could take this. This blinking... I guess blinking Rasad is... No, it doesn't really do anything, right? Once it's specialized, it doesn't do anything. It has to die to do something. Blinking it won't do anything. So this guy's not that great. Oh boy. I don't want to play white, but that Hippogriff. That Hippogriff, though. Stip for Simic. Oh, God. You don't know what you're asking of me. Basically. Have you played this set? It's really fucking bad. It's a bad draft set. I think people think it's good because the last draft set we had was arguably even worse. Streets of Capenna was worse than this, but this is not much better. This is like as good as AFR was, which is, I'm pretty sure the consensus worst set of the last like 4 years for drafting. But here we are. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, there's this. Should I angle? This is a late underseller Myconid. This fixes for colors, too. Should I start hedging on green, just assuming white is going to get completely cut? This guy, oh no, this is not great. I'm thinking of the spell, the 6-mana spell that gives -13 or whatever. I'm going to take this. Chwinga. Ooh, Horde Robber's pretty good. I'll take that. Could be black-green, could be... There's the best blue common coming around pick 8. This guy is slow, right? 3/4 flyer with double team is still not the worst. Ugh. Could take a pit trap. Could take the dragon just in case. Jeez. The white cards are just bad there, right? Thieves' Tools? It's good with Horde Robber. I'm going to try that. Poison, this thing sucks. Take this, I guess. This guy's also not amazing. Non-warrior comes back to the battlefield. Okay, this is 1 mana gain indestructible, +1/+0 is pretty good. This thing sucks. Could take a random blue card, but I'm going to try and stay black if possible. Random green card, random blue card, but yeah, we're going to hopefully be white here. Sure. You don't draft. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Masters sets are awesome to draft. Oh my god. Second last pick, familiar. Okay. So we don't know what our second color is. Jeez. Red Demon, we can't play. Muralists. Ooh, that's pretty good. Don't have anything to fetch yet, but this thing sucks. The black cards suck. God damn it. I could take a white 2-drop here. Are we going to try and... Like, pack 2 here, white's going to be open. So I'm tempted. Like, right now, these green cards suck. The only one I would play is this. The blue cards, I just... Yeah, blue's out. I think I'm still going to try and stay white-black here. I'm going to take this. Whoa, that's insane. Okay, rewarded. The person to our left opened a white bomb and now is forced to pass to us because we've cut white completely. Ooh, I'd love to wield this, but I doubt it. Yeah, Dragon's Fire, passing some good red. This thing's ridiculous. 5 modes, and you can choose all of them. Every time I've played against this, it's easy to choose 4. Opponent has always had a 4-mode intervention, and it's been disgusting. Blue forced? Yeah, no, I didn't say we were forcing blue. You guys said that. I never said that. Did I? I say we should try and force blue, but then blue wasn't really that open. We didn't see any blue rares, no blue mythics coming around. We saw a blue common, like 8th. That was it. This is an insane removal spell. We're definitely taking this. I wouldn't mind having the 2-drop or this 2-drop. But, yoink. What is this? Whatever, that sucks. Okay. There's soldiers. Ooh, and a prowler? I think I'm going to take soldiers over prowler. Prowler's very good, though. Yeah, I'm going to take soldiers. Sounds like you're a bunch of blue excuses. Nice. Ooh, another sewer plague. That's awesome. These are good white 2-drops, but I'm taking the plague. No, I mean, we opened a white rare. It was the best card in the pack, not close. And then we got past good black card in Cast Down and Sewer Plague. So there's no... I'm not forcing blue. And there was literally like no blue cards in the packs. Our pack 1 had 1 blue common, one of the worst commons. I could see this guy being good. Clutches is mediocre. Okay, so we get hooked up with white in pack 2, of course, as we expected. These Mind Spikes suck. I don't want Duress. Duress is way too narrow for limited. Roper, okay, we see nothing here. Bag of Holding is bad. It's very slow, right? Super, super slow. You've got to pump a bunch of mana to keep looting, and then you have to pump mana into it again to sack, and then you get to draw some of the cards that you threw away. I mean, usually you're throwing away... you're throwing away stuff you don't want, so getting to draw it all again is... Like, why do I want to do that? I'll take a big removal spell here. We do have a 6 already. Maybe armor's better. I'm going to take one of these. Horde Robber, nice. I've already got a couple of these guys. I think I'm going to take another Horde Robber. This is, what does it say? When a creature leaves the battlefield. Okay. Sure. Blue excuses, yeah. Ooh, this is actually not bad. Target creature gets +2/+0, and then if it dies, you get a boon. What does it do again? That creature leaves the battlefield, you get a boon when you cast your next spell. Okay, right. And then it draws a card. There's a bunch of blue garbage at the end. Nobody wants. Raga Draga. A human boar. Make up your mind. Is it a human or a boar? A human and a boar at the same time. There's Priest. Yep, easy Priest here. Don't have a lot of ETBs. This is kind of our first one. But still, I could see Chwinga actually being good because we do have 2 Flaming Fist. And that, when Chwinga bounces something, these guys grow. Normally, these guys just grow because your creatures are dying. Enters the battlefield, they reveal their hands. That's not great. 2 mana 3/1's pretty good, but I think I'm going to go Grim Bounty here. Another solid removal spell. And this deck already looking way better than our last two decks. We have good removal, good interaction. Woo, there's Minthara. So this is another card with way too many words. Starting Intensity. Intensity is just how many permanents have left the battlefield. So if she's in play, something leaves the battlefield, her intensity goes up, and then all of your creatures get +X+O all the time, where her intensity, equal to her intensity. Only triggers once each turn. Man, so many good black cards in here I would love to snag. Is there a chance we wheel this gold card? I doubt it. Sepulchre Ghoul's awesome. Deadly Dispute is awesome. Prowler's awesome. I'm going to try her. It's other creatures, including her. Okay, so that's not bad. Armor of Shadows, Vampire Spawn. Ooh, Unicorn's good. Paladin's good. All the white-black cards in the same pack. I'm going to take Unicorn. I'm going to try Unicorn here. Oh, another Unicorn. Eyes. What does this do? Mill a card. If there are 4 more creatures, put a... that's not great. Don't like do-nothings. Drider, Horde Robber. I'm going to take Dispute here, I think. Drider sucks. Drider needs to hit a player before it does anything. It's very hard to get a 3 toughness creature through. Hook Horror. I guess I'm taking... This is 26 cards. Gonna have to cut some stuff. This guy's probably getting cut for sure. Probably for sure. Yeah, I said it. So this guy, I don't love. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that card. Put in the sideboard maybe. Beholder sucks. Just a 6/5. Things I control get menace. That's not amazing. Okay, Thieves' Tools. I guess it's not bad. Let's take Basilisk here. Take one of these cards, and as you can hear, we've lost all sound. Yeah, I did want to draft blue, but we got hooked up here. We definitely should have been white-black. We pack 3, we got hooked up. We got past this intervention. Oh, and there's a Ghoul. That's an insane pickup. I might cut this. This thing sucks, right? Sure. Yeah, probably cutting the Farewell here. Okay, probably not playing that either. Okay, let's see what we've got on our hands here. A white-black kind of sacrifice deck. We're not really getting a lot of value from sacrificing. Only our Flaming Fist officers are growing. Okay, this is 25. There we go. We've got a lot of non-creature spells here. 15 creatures, huh? I don't think I want to cut any of the creatures. Man, Hook Horror is so good with Sepulchre Ghoul and... Hey, thank you for the follow! Iberlop? Iberlop. I can't tell in the chat if it's a capital I or a small case L, but, you know, you get the idea. Could see cutting Thieves' Tools. I mean, yeah, it gets, like, Horde Robber through, and Sepulchre Ghoul's pretty good. Yeah, like, after blockers, you just sack something to Ghoul. Remember, this isn't sorcery speed, it's just once per turn. So you equip, you attack, they can't block. After blocks, before damage, you activate, sack something, pump it. And even though it can be blocked then, it's too late, right? The sacrificing works really well with Minthara as well. So what does this actually do? So if I discard a plains or a white card, specialize 5, then that creature basically just becomes the creature I kill with this doesn't do anything when it comes back. That's pretty good. And what does the black one do? 4/1 black skeleton creature with menace when it dies. Okay. Good to have options. Yeah, I'm going to cut Thieves' Tools here. Maybe Eyes of the Beholder I don't need. I have Humiliation, Cast Down, Double Sewer Plague, and Grim Bounty. I would like to cut the 6-drop, I think. And we'll side that in if we need more creatures. These are the creatures in our board. Could bring in a Chain Devil, a Squadron, a Stalwart. I don't think any of these are good. Stalwart actually is pretty good with our double Flaming Fist and Minthara. But we don't have anything with ETB. I guess this guy ETBs. This guy ETBs, but then you know, the other creature disappears. Or, sorry, the other creature comes back into play. This guy's actually pretty good, too. But what am I cutting? I don't think I want to cut anything for another 4-drop here. Our curve looks pretty good. I don't know how good these Horde Robbers are going to be. We'll see, though. I think I'm going to run it like this. And let's get some lands in here. Anybody have any suggestions before I lock it in? Let's go... We have a double white. We have more double black. Yeah, we have a lot of early black. So let's go 8 white, 9 black here. Yeah, what do we think here? I think it looks good like this. We've got some decent synergy. We've got good interaction. We've got a lot of low drops to interact with early in the game. I think this is good. Armor of Shadows is a weird one. I could see cutting something like this for, I don't know, another creature. Should I cut armor for, I don't know, Icewind Stalwart? This guy does have some, you know, if I blink anything, these guys trigger, this triggers. And then if I blink stuff that actually has ETBs, it's very good, right? It's only Flaming Fist, Priest. That's really it, right? This guy, I guess. Lock that bad boy. The Farewell? What Farewell? This? No. I don't think this is very good, do you? So it gets +2/+0 instant speed. And then if it dies, my next creature gets +2/+0, and then I draw a card. Is that good? Is that better than Armor of Shadows? I like that this blanks removal spells. This is really aggressive. If I was like a white-red aggro deck, I could see playing this main deck. But I'm not super aggressive here. I've got some 2-drops, but they're not aggressive. Horde Robber. I don't know. It draws a card. It cantrips, so yeah, it draws a card. It's always gonna... Well, oftentimes you should get it to trade for something, but... I mean, this killing something and me not dying... Well, Do you think it's better than Armor of Shadows? 1-mana Trick is so good. So hard to play around that. What would you cut for it? You like it better than armor, huh? I don't know. Okay, Basker. We'll have it your way. The fact that it's also twice as much mana is kind of rough. Combat Tricks, you want that. That 1 mana, baby. That cheapness. Okay, let's save this. Take a screenshot here. Alright. Black, white, mid-range. Just every deck mid-range, mid-range, mid-range. Yep. Alright, here we go. Ugh. We're keeping this, but... yeah, if we were playing, I don't know, a deck maybe that has bigger creatures, higher toughness, then maybe that forever would be longer. But our creatures are just getting thrown at the enemy, hopefully killing them. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's a really interactive hand. Okay, need to draw a white source still. Playing against guy, somebody who plays islands. Ayo! Chances of winning just went up 80%. Ooh, on turn 3. Now, do I play around the counter spell? The 2-mana counter spell. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, look, see? Oh, okay. Sure. A 2/2 flash when I search, they gain a life. Darn, wish I could counter that. Okay, good. Their counterspell shield is down. Could kill this guy. Should I kill this guy? He's so bad. I don't really care. I'm not going to waste the removal spell on that guy. Nice. Could play this. I think I will. Let them use their removal on this. That's fine. Next turn we can double spell. Hey, what's up? Gain a life, they draw. Not that there is much search in this format. That's true, right? There's barely any search, but that... Oh, and draw. Oh, yeah, that is very good. Ooh. They've played a green mana here. They say, oops. Yeah, no blocks. Are they trying to bait me into blocking? They even give me the oops. Nice, opponent. You get an A for effort. A for effort, but... Nah. Not blocking, bro. Or sis. Minimus containment, sure. That's fine. Okay, so let's play this. And now creature I control leaves the battlefield. Damn it. So sacking the treasure won't do it. Let's pass. Could Sewer Plague here, but... So, I don't know. Maybe I should have blocked there. Whatever. It's fine. I feel like they have a trick, but we'll see. I think I'm going to Plague the young Blue Dragon on end step. They're going to go for Blue Dragon almost certainly here. No blocks. Could cast it down as well, but let's use all of our mana. Never mind. Okay. I can cast that down and pay the ward. That's my turn. Ooh, Paladin's nice. So let's do that, I guess. Yes, I'm sure. Pay. Okay. Not looking good for the home team. We're drawing way too many lands now. Stop drawing lands, please. Paladin's a good one, but... yeah, there's the Blue Dragon. We can Plague that. Ooh, that was an excellent draw. Let's get that into play first. See what we find. Sepulchre Ghoul, also excellent. So let's go for combat here. Presume they're not going to block. At the beginning of each upkeep, it gets -1/-1. So let's do this now so it dies on their upkeep, not letting them untap and have a counter spell or anything else up. Play Sepulchre Ghoul, and now we've got Paladin into Pump the Team next turn, which is excellent. So drawing the Ghoul was great there, letting us double spell this turn. They've got 4 cards, though. 6 mana, all their colors. Apparently they're hard green as well here. Just full-on Bant. Bouncing Ghoul, that pumps my Officer. I'm fine with that. Aha, bouncing the Officer. Smart. Okay. Nah, no box. Okay. Well, I guess I do both, right? I play this pre-combat because I want the bonus from when something dies here. This gives plus, we swing. Now, yeah, so I think I'm going to sack that to the Ghoul. This guy grows. We do 5. Okay. Again, they have 4 cards in their hand, and we keep drawing land. We're at 8 mana here. They're still at 6, because they drew all spells. God damn it. That's bad. Okay, we need to find some more action here off the top. Yep, I am at 9. That was decent. Ugh. The redraw is the best part on this card. Do we swing with everything here? Opponents at 11. So they put Basilisk in front of Paladin. Yeah, let's just swing with everything and see what happens. They have 3 cards in their hand. They could easily have a combat trick here. Swing. I want to draw a card, so I don't want them to bounce or whatever the guy that I cast this on. Okay, that's pretty good. Shit. Super annoying. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we knew they had a bunch of cards, so like I was saying, I don't think I'm going to win this. 6. Yeah. Brutal. Let's see. If I draw... What do I have in my deck that can save my guy? Let's see. Oh, fuck's sakes. Hold on. I deleted it by accident. Put that back. Deadly Dispute. We used our cast down. We do have another Sewer Plague. Okay, so if I draw Sewer Plague off the top... So if I pump this guy and then I draw Sewer Plague, I can actually eat the Air Cult. If I draw Sewer Plague, I'm killing Underdark here, though, right? Let's do this. This is the best target, I think. Grim Bounty. One turn too late, huh? Shit. Fuck. This thing has hexproof, too. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, Lord. Alright. Next creature gets perpetually +2/+0, but I don't know what that has to be. I needed to find a griffin or something. I mean, now I can kill this giant flyer, but they have Dreadlinorm in exile. They just need to find any land here. Not looking good for the home team, folks. Oh, another giant fatty. Okay. So they drew exactly enough mana to cast these guys. No more, no less. I think I'm dying here, folks. I think I'm dying. Pass to you. Pretty bad. Yeah, there's the ramp. Okay. So they're playing a bunch of 6 and 7 drops. Sadly, we're not aggressive enough to really punish that. Sure, they're just ramping into big fatties. And then they have a white splash for nothing. I don't know why you'd splash this, but I think they're just spread across 3 colors. Yeah, we have to block, so... Block? Dispute? Good draw. Wow. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. I could Rasad... I have to Rasad the Hill Giant here, so let's go... 6, 7, fuck. This is 5 to play and activate. 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 short of double of playing this, activating, and then playing this. They're at 14. Okay. Sucks. I want to exile the 1/2 and put them on a clock, but they just can't. They can even chump with this guy. They have 7 mana. They're going to play Linorm next turn. So this guy is going to exile Herd Gorger. And then they're going to play Linorm. Okay. We're going to untap with multiple activations of Unicorn up. That was a sick turn. That was about the best turn I could have had. We drew Deadly Dispute into 2 spells and got to double whatever it's called. Double team. So played 3 things to the board, drew 2 cards. Pretty good. Next turn we untap with Unicorn double activate, so we can pump our team twice. I can't block that guy. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill our opponent here. Fuck. So I can flip this guy. He becomes a 4/4. That's 5 mana, though. Jesus. I have 10 mana, so yeah. I can still activate the Unicorn. I'm dead on the backswing, though, right? And they gain vigilance. Okay. Fuck's sakes. Alright. I can block with this guy. Now, this says creatures with power 3 or less can't block. I could activate Unicorn on their turn to block Linorm here. If I swing with everything, how do they block? They eat the Radiant Monk. They trade with the 4-1, and I get, and probably chump this guy. Or maybe even take it. That's 3, 4, 5 damage. Oh! Oh! I forgot to do it pre-combat! Oh! Oops. Okay. GG. Whoops, I am a moron. I'm thinking through all the lines, and then I thought we were not at the declare attackers yet. I thought it was going to combat, so I clicked the button and we went to declare attackers. That's a punt, correct? Wow. Well, it would have been weird. So I think I could have put 5 damage on my opponent. We would have lost 2 of our creatures, and then we would have had to chump with one of them. But I wouldn't have been able to pump my guys, right? I think I should have actually just passed the turn there without attacking. Because I needed to pump on their turn to block. If I use my mana to pump on my turn and I don't kill them, then I can't block his guy, right? Because the 2 creatures that I had that were higher than 3 power would have both died, right? He would have traded the Death Toucher with the 4-1 and eaten the 4-4. They would have had a 1-1 and the 7 power guy, yeah. So I think I should have just left everything back there, funnily enough. Anyway, I might have drawn something like this, right? Or this. Let me draw that one time. I guess Eyes of the Beholder is probably going to be good in this matchup. They've got a lot of big crap. I'm going to get rid of the Farewell. Okay. Oh, I can't believe I misclicked there. That was pretty annoying. Sorry, everybody. But I think we were losing that regardless. I think honestly the best play there was not to attack at all. Just leave up our mana, pass to them. They had 1 card in their hand. They get a draw step. And, fuck, not like this, though. In our opening hand, we're keeping it. We've got, you know, well, this isn't really a removal until we find creatures, but we've got stuff. Opponent mulliganing. Yeah, that was interesting. But if the next couple cards on the top of my deck were spells, something relevant, then I think just not attacking there would have actually been... Oh, now I draw the 1-drop, but we don't have a 2-drop, so at least yeah, still get to do something this turn. Yeah, I should have obviously pumped. Okay, so we swing. Let's leave up the Sewer Plague here. Should have pumped before I attacked. This thing giving vigilance is huge. That is huge. Okay. It's tempting to kill that. Knowing my opponent's deck. I'm gonna do it. They are very much trying to ramp here, right? Nice. See if we draw a white source. Can I leave up Patriarchs? Yes. Okay, so now we've got Shock up, basically. Probably gonna shock that guy, I'm not gonna lie, right? Oh yeah, they're missing their land drop? Shock, baby. Yeah. Oh, they scoop it up. Yikes. Yeah. Keeping them off those mana rampers ended the game immediately. My opponent was stuck on 3 mana. And we only had a unicorn and a 2-1, but that's enough, I guess. Okay, let's go to game 3. I think the line is activate once, hold up another activation. Oh, but then even before I specialize, yeah. A specialize is sorcery speed only, so I would have had to do that on my turn. So I had enough mana to specialize and 1 activation there. Leaving up 2 activations I don't think was right. But I could have left up 1 activation. and played defensively. I hate using that kind of ability, and the fact that it gives vigilance. I mean, I thought, why not? In the end, I decided to attack, assuming I had given my guys vigilance. Okay, this is pretty good, and we're on the draw. We're keeping this, but okay, leading with the off-color land, of course. That was a great draw. Now we can curve out very nicely here. Oh, and my opponent with no plays on 2. I like that. They have a bunch of rampers and stuff. If they had played a ramp guy on 2, that would be much worse for us. We'd be, obviously... Oof, they have all their mana, though. All their colors. Luckily. Yep. Nice ramp. Okay. So they're going for big fatties. That's where these removal spells are going to be really clutch. Let's double team here. And I am going to slam the priest. Priest's so good, putting a body on the battlefield for free. Ooh, Unicorn. So we can double spell next turn. I can go Flaming Fist, Unicorn. And then the turn after, I have 5 mana. The turn after, I probably just, well, I have the other black here. I'm going to Grim Bounty. Whoa, what is this thing? Oya Minartok, Polar Werebear. Hexproof, you son of a bitch. If it hasn't dealt damage yet? Whenever deals comes to make a food. Blue to sack a food, draft a card from his spell book, and add 3 mana. What the fuck? Okay. And it has hexproof. Huh. Okay. Wow. What in the fuck? And I hate hexproof. Stop putting hexproof on cards, wizards, you fucking idiots. Okay, whatever, that doesn't matter. Bouncing one of our cheap guys is irrelevant here. Actually, it just pumps that guy, so yeah, he has to bounce him. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna double spell here. I don't know. No attacks. Pass. We have some good late game in this deck. Despite we have us having a low curve and being this kind of deck where we're playing a bunch of 2s and 3s and 1s. Yeah, that guy gets to die first. Really wanted to use this on Oya Mint or blah, 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 whatever he's called. Ooh. That's interesting. That is interesting. This is very powerful, right? I play this, and then he attacks with Hill Giant. If I play this and this, I go block, block, block. Her intensity, whenever 1 or more leave the battlefield. 1 or more. Only once each turn. Okay, so I could just keep chumping and grow the intensity, or I could just use Bounty. It's actually tough. I want to use this on Oya Mintarok. Let's get this into play. I want to see how this goes. Play this. Look at our board. We have a very wide board here. If I untap and go Bounty, I can't Bounty and activate Unicorn, but let's see. Let's see what happens. If they attack with Hill Giant, yeah, I think I'm just going to chump. Nice draw. Young Blue Dragon, sure. Oh, obnoxious. Okay. Sound completely gone because this program is a buggy piece of shit. There's no more sound. Can you guys hear anything? I can't hear my clicks. Can't hear the actions of the cards. 1:30. Okay. Take it easy, man. Thank you, Kuroshi. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Attack into it. If he blocks, kill it. Oh, so Minthara doesn't do anything anymore here now. They have 2 mana up. Should I triple block this Herd Gorger? Single blocking now doesn't really do it, right? Let's go for it. I don't know. Okay, this guy becomes a 5/5. Now this guy can start crunching. Ooh, that was insane. Okay, so I can make two knights, seek something 3 or less, destroy enchantment or artifact so I can blow up minimus containment. Holy shit. That's insane. So how do I do this? Let's go to combat. Swing with this. Let's see what happens here. They take 5. Okay. And I'm going to pass here. Let's see if they swing with Oya Mintarok. Minartok? Oya Minartok. Jesus, what a bizarre name. Where did they get these names from? Is it a D&D thing? It's probably some D&D rando. Tab mana or else it will sack containment? Yes. Yeah, manual. Thank you, Karoshi. You're absolutely right. I have to manually tap this. If I auto tap, it might just sack the treasure. Would not be surprised. This does not affect this guy at all. We're just taking 2 here. I can't change that. And then when I put the knights in, it's going to be very good with Unicorn. We're going to also seek something 3 or less. So if I get Sewer Plague, is that what it's called? I could get... Oh, it's permanent. Non-land permanent. Never mind. So can't get a removal spell here. This is going to be sweet, though. Very sweet. So we get to do this. End step, untap, bounty. So, yeah, maybe they go for Dragon here. They've also got 3 cards. Another Minimus Containment. Okay, well... Fucking hell. I can only get 1 enchantment here. Okay. Should I intervention here? So that when this... Oh, it doesn't leave the battlefield, though. Leave one of our vermins you control, leave the battlefield. Oh, but it'll turn into a treasure. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's let this resolve. Yeah. And then my turn. Okay, it's going to auto-tap the lands here, so we're good, I think. Let's do this, 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 and this. Fuck, this card's ridiculous. Destroy an artifact. Oh, I chose artifact, not enchantment. My bad. This, 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 and this. There we go. Yep. I'll gain 3. Let's see if they have a counter spell here. Might have to sack Minthara to pay for it if they do. Nope. Nice. Minthara comes back. Okay, I'm going to keep a land in my hand here. So if I sack this Flaming Fist, we plus our entire team. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's make white. Intensity goes up. Team gets pumped. Did you see it shake? What the fuck was that? Okay, now we can give the team vigilance and swing. God, I can't believe I can't kill that stupid Oya Mintarok thing yet. It's just such a brick wall. It's so obnoxious. If I swing with the team here, we do a bunch of damage, but it eats our best guy. Like, it eats our unicorn, probably, right? And then we play another unicorn. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. Can't eat Minthara here. And we have another activation of Unicorn as well. Damn. Yeah, we're swinging for sure here. I didn't realize... Why did it... Oh, because I had a mana floating. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, I can only do it... Activate only during your turn, yeah. Oh, only during your turn! Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Ooh, that's disgusting. Fuck, I could have killed that thing. Oh well. Yeah. Wow, that's huge. The Unicorn. So the play obviously was activate Unicorn attack that last game, yeah. What a blowout, yeah. Yeah, that card is bonkers. That's why I was very happy when we got into. Ooh, yeah. He realizes, okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Put him to 2. They get to eat a couple of my creatures. And I get to play another unicorn here. Okay. We have Grim Bounty as well. So this is looking very good for us. They can only play one of these giant dorks. Oya Mintarok. Oh, loses Hexproof as well, right. Dragonkind does shit. Oh, is it going to give this guy Hexproof? Oh, okay, that guy. Who cares? Yeah, sure. Okay, so I think we've got him here. We Grim Bounty the Air Cult Elemental, or the Oya Mintarok, whatever it's called, and GG's. Sweet. I could have saved that treasure, actually. I mistapped. But that's actually insane as well here, for a couple of reasons. Let's kill the flyer. GG. Whatever, I'll take it. Let's go to the next round. As you see, I win because that giant bomb that we got past in Pack 2. Oh my god. After we got that, there's no way I'm not white. That card's insano. But it's like a cryptic command, except it's got 5... No. Is it 5? 5 modes on it. So you always get to do 4 modes. Almost every game you're doing at least 4. Sometimes 5. Shit. Blow up an equipment or something. Yeah, those cards are ridiculous. But at least it's 6 mana. You know what I mean? At least. I mean, it's still probably one of the most busted cards you can open. But it's 6 mana, and, you know, it dies to aggro. You kill the opponent before they can cast something like that. But yeah, if you're not aggressive, you just get smashed by cards like that. And that's when those rares are, you know, it's manageable. You can aggro them out. The problem is when they make 2 mana and 3 mana rares that are super busted, like Helena, Elena, and shit like that. 4 mana rares. All the cards in Crimson Vow, the wedding announcement and the vampire that drew cards every time the 2 power or less entered the battlefield, and just those cards come down on turn 3, and it's like, oh my god, I can't beat this in limited. This is pretty good. Yeah, we're keeping Unicorn into Horde Robber's nice. And then Ghoul a little bit later. I want to Deadly Dispute a treasure if I can, so I want to hit with this Horde Robber. Let's see what J-Rod brought to the table. Nice sleeves, buddy. Shiny. Bam. Unicorn coming down. So yeah, the deck's playing well right now. The last game was nice. The last 2 games, game 2 was just over when we killed their mana dorks. But that's one of those spots where it's like, do I want to use my removal on this thing? Okay, they're gonna let me hit them with Horde Robber? No, something's dying here, right? Okay, that guy's blocking. Let's see what he blocks. I think I'll dispute that then. Get a treasure anyway here, and I can even play the Ghoul. Ooh. Nice. I could play the Priest here, but let's play the Ghoul, and we can play the Priest next. Actually, holy shit, we drew Hook Horror. I'm trying to think, because I would like to sack Priest to Ghoul. But yeah, Dispute gave us a treasure, and Horde Robber gave us a treasure. Should I save the Ghoul? I think I will. Horde Robber probably not getting in again, right? He's got his 2/2 back. I want to make him have bad blocks here. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, nice. Ooh, cast down. So I think I'm going to go Hook Horror here and sack it. Actually, I don't know. Huh. Do I sack this for 2 extra damage? It's a 3/3. Let's just swing. I'm not even gonna sack it. Yeah, just blanks his guy and then pushes right past him. That's fine. Could kill that guy now. Ooh, Flaming Fist is excellent. How do I do this? Just attack with Hook Horror only. I could play Flaming Fist, attack with both, and then if they block, I Sepulchre Ghoul. And then leave up Cast Down. Yeah, let's do that. It sucks sacking with Sepulchre Ghoul, because then I lose my 3 damage from the Hook Horror, right? I want to use this Hook Horror to bash face. I could just only attack with Hook Horror here, but I want to put them in a weird spot. Let's see if they make a mistake here or something. They can pump this Rabble Rouser as well, but... Okay. I'm going to let this happen. Make them pump? No? Okay. End the turn. Could kill this Rabble Rouser, I don't know. Yeah. Can't save it. So let's do that. I could cast down the Rabble Rouser here so he doesn't get another one. I probably should, right? They only have 2 cards. Shit. Well, never mind. I've got to kill that now instead. Okay, so they do get to get a Rabble Rouser here. Nice. Okay, still, I think we're winning this race. There's Priest. Ooh, Valiant Farewell's good. When it leaves the battlefield this turn. I don't think I want to use it, right? I think we're going to use this maybe on defense. Pass? I'm going to leave this in my hand. Do I have a specialized card in my deck? I'm trying to think if I have a specialized card. Rasad. We have one specialized card. Ooh, that's an annoying one. Okay, okay. Rabble Rouser, sure. Rabble. My turn. Oh, wow. My opponent does not attack here. Grim Bounty's a nice one. They only have 1 card in their hand, so Warcaller not that scary here, right? And we can do both of our things here. So why don't I kill... Doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, let's kill one of these. After combat, sack it. Yeah. Farewell triggers. Now it has... Oh, yeah. Well, assuming whatever I draw gets... But we didn't even draw a creature. If I had done that, it would have had the boon in play, but it wouldn't have... Creature spell. Yeah, I wouldn't need to find another creature spell here. So, do I attack with everything? I mean, of course we do, right? Let's swing. Let's see how my opponent blocks here. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so there's no point in sacking the priest to the Sepulchre Ghoul, so I'm just going to +2 the priest here, trade with his guy, get a boon, and draw a card. Okay, now that guy's going to get +2/+0, right? See, that's what I mean, though. It's not super impressive on all these little 3/1s and 2/2s and 2/1s and stuff. But this guy's fine, I guess. He'll be a 5/1. We'll just trade for his 2/2. Okay, let's... Do I let the ghoul go? I want to play this conservatively. I'm not even going to waste ghoul here. Ooh, make 3 white 1/1s. Okay. Hook Horror's going to be awesome here, though. Yep. Trades. Fine with that. Hook Horror comes back. Play Dust Guard. Yeah, the 1/1s would have been... They're going to just completely blank me here, but it's fine. Alright. Sure. Opponent drawing creatures. They're on the back foot here, but we need to put them away. That was excellent. Okay. That is filthy. So let's go to combat. And do I swing with the 5/1? I don't even think I do, right? Let me think. They're at 5? Yeah, let's just swing with everybody. What am I saying? I can sack instant speed to give Minthara +1/+0, give her intensity at +1, and just make our whole team. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, crack that. Intensity 1. Okay. Trade. Now all my creatures get +1/+0. Annoying. I gotta come back as a 2/1. Intensity up. 3/1. Never mind. And they're dead. Nice. Woo! Hook Horror doing work there with the Sepulchre Ghoul. Nice. That's probably one of our best combos. I don't know. I just see what I mean about this card. I don't know. I think I would rather have either Armor of Shadows or maybe just another creature. Should I put like Ranger Squadron or Icewind? Let's try Icewind Stalwart. I think blinking stuff's going to be good. We saw multiple ways we could blink for value in many of our games here. So maybe I'm underrating this guy. Just even a Minthara in play just pumps the entire team. That's gross. Yeah, that's Minthara is a sweet card. I've seen it go around in draft, but I have yet to play with it until now, and I'm impressed. Killed a zoo, drew a card. Yeah, what more could I want? Yeah, that was pretty good in that spot, but just the boon isn't really worth it. A boon, what is that worth? That's not even it's like a tenth of a card or something. Like, you know, Scry 2 is worth almost a card, you know, or Decayed Zombie Token, I would say, is worth half a card. You know, anything that makes 2 zombies, that's like you just drew a card. But like a boon that gives +2/+0 or a boon that gives +1/+0, it's like, if you're really aggressive, it's worth half a card. If you're not, it's worth like a fraction of a card. You know what I mean? I try and like measure it that way when, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be, but I feel like it's easiest to compare to things when you kind of measure it on a scale like that. This is not good. We've drawn 0 lands, and all of our cards are white. We need a plains here badly. Let's see what happens. Horde Robber is kind of funny here because they want to attack to get double team. And yeah, what am I saying? They should just do that and then, yeah. We need to hit with Horde Robber, so there's an argument for them leaving their guy back. But in this case, this guy has double team. The copy costs 2. They can, if they want, they just attack, play the copy. The only way they're worried about that, worried with that play, is if I have a removal spell for their guy, and then I get to make a treasure. But that's not. Yeah, this is definitely what they should be doing. Sure, I'll block. Kill my Horde Robber, maybe? Oh, great. Okay, that's fine with me. A white. I hate playing this off curve. 2, 3. Yeah. If I draw another white exactly, then I can Hippogriff and Flaming Fist next turn. Sure. Nah, not gonna block. Yeah, blocking last turn, kind of annoying. They had a removal spell, but oh well. They got my 1/3. Not a white. Can't double spell here, so I should probably just Minthara. Pass. It blocks, it eats stuff. We can double block the beetles if we want. But I think I'm going to just block these Rabble Rousers. They can pump twice. Okay. They had the land and the card and the 19 on a d20. Can't do it. Definitely going to block here, I think. God, would have loved that a while ago. We're at 14. All right. Sure. Nice. They're down to 1 card in hand after they play this. Okay. Needed to draw land there. That was good. If we can get up to 6 mana, we're going to win this game. Should I just Paladin here? Swing? I think I will. Again, we're just hoping to... we're just hoping to stabilize just 1 more land, any land, and we can cast this bomb and win the game. They don't have blue, they can't counter it, there's no way they can interact with this, so we just have to be able to cast it. 1 card in their hand, they drew a land. It is a Dragon's Fire. God damn it. Okay. And 2 menace creatures. Sure. Uh-huh. Land, please. 1 time, land. He's counting. No, you don't have enough. Yep. Figured it out. That is pretty annoying. God damn, dude. Yeah. I'm dead, right? Block, block, block. I'm dead. Yeah, I need to double spell here to survive. I think even then I'm dead. Okay. This guy will die on his upkeep, and then we can block the Rabble Rouser. We go to 1. Yep. I think that's the only line that keeps us alive. We hope they brick. If it's a removal spell, I could survive it, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. Ooh, still not throwing away that guy. Okay. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Gain 3 life? Actually, I don't know. Gain 3 life. Yeah, I don't know if it'll do it. We'll see. Need a land off the top, folks. Land 1 time. Let's end this. Come on, land. Land 1 time. How much of a card is the card if it draws you worth? Well, a random draw, I mean, it's still a card, so it's a card is a full card. Anything that draws you a card, that's the unit of measurement we're going by, right? So anything that draws a card is always 100% good because it replaces itself. Scry 2 is not replacing itself. So how much do you have to scry before it's worth 1 card? Right? You know what I'm saying, right? You've heard people talk in these terms, I think, probably. Ooh, that was good. Loses all abilities. So I could play... yeah. God. Is that enough? I could play a creature, I can kill something. It's not enough. I needed the fucking land. All right, next game. Couldn't find the land. That's sad. Sad times. But you know what I mean? Basically, it's like, I mean, how much of a card is the card it draws you worth? It's worth 1 card. It doesn't matter what it is. It's worth a card. And you can compare different cards. You can break that down further and go, is a card on top of my deck worth more than a card on top of my opponent's deck? No. I think the answer is no. Oh, sorry. Are they worth the same? No. Your deck is worth more than your opponent's. Your deck, a card on your deck is worth more than a card on your opponent's deck, right? So there's distinctions like that, but a card is a card. It doesn't matter what you draw. You're drawing a card. So either sometimes you draw nothing, you draw land in the late game, or you draw a 7-drop on turn 3 or whatever. But it's still worth a card. Yeah, card that starts out. Yeah. Well, yeah, when you're talking about drawing a card. But remember, I was not talking about drawing cards. I was talking about comparing all the other things to drawing a card. Drawing a card's that's the baseline. That's our unit of measurement that we're using to measure value, okay? So what is Scry 3 worth? What is look at the top three, put two on the bottom, one on the top. Is that drawing a card? No, but like Portent, or no, Portent draws a card. You know what I mean? Like, or take an effect like these guys, right? If it makes a 0/1 plant, that's still worth a card. Anything that makes an actual physical piece of cardboard is getting you a card, even if it's just a 1/1 or whatever. This guy. That's why this guy's very good. I think he gets you two pieces of cardboard when he enters and when he dies, and those can be used to sacrifice, to sepulcher ghoul. You can imagine all the reasons or all the things you can use a card for: attacking, blocking. I block a 7/6. That 1/1 just gained me 7 life. But weird abilities like bouncing a creature or blinking. I don't know. Blinking something, is that worth a card? Like this guy, whatever he's called, the Stalwart. That effect, if I'm playing a bunch of Priest of Ancient Lore, then definitely it's worth a card, But if I'm just like like if I'm resetting a creature, giving it pseudo vigilance or something, is that worth a card? No, that's a fraction of a card. So the example I was using was what was the card that we were talking about before? And I said I think the effect in my deck's worth. Oh, the Boon. Is Boon worth a card? No, clearly not. Right? It doesn't actually produce a piece of cardboard in your hand, but it does something. It gives you another line of text on your next card, right? Your next creature. So giving a creature +1/+0, or giving a creature +2/+0 per, like my next creature, is that worth a card? No, clearly not. How much of a card is it worth? 50% of a card? No, I wouldn't even put it at that. In an aggro deck, I think it would be worth 50% of a card. 2 damage in an aggro deck, or 3 damage in a mono red deck in Constructed, is worth a card. That's a good way to measure, like in a mono red deck. In a different type of deck, in a control deck that's playing Lightning Bolt, I don't think it's worth a full card. But in the red deck, it's that each point of damage that something generates, if a creature randomly pings them for 3 off your other spells, that was worth a card. That in an aggressive deck already replaced itself. So this guy, in an aggressive deck, obviously it's much better. +1/+0 is not amazing, but it's still worth, I don't know, a fifth of a card, maybe 20% of a card, something like that, or less. In an aggro deck, in a slow controlling deck, it's worth far less. It's worth like a 10th or a 20th of a card, right? Okay, let's just keep this and hope we draw 6 mana this game. If we drew 6 mana last game, we would have won the game. I'm almost certain. But we could not find the 6th land. Opponent mulling to 6 here. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of an interesting thing. There is no scale for this, so I'm spitballing, but let's use our brains. Let's make a framework for this. I think drawing a card is a good unit of measurement, and if something doesn't draw you a card, you can still use the draw card as a unit of measurement by giving a value of a point something of a card. Like this is like 1.2 cards, or in my deck, 1.1 cards. That's not great, right? But I'll play it here, and we'll get an Ancient Lore Priest that's a 3/1. That's something, but if we were more aggressive, if we were a white-red aggressive deck, I think it would be a different story, but in those decks, the damage itself is worth a card. It will add up to a card, right? I think. That's the way I see it. In an aggressive deck, in a controlling deck, it wouldn't. In my mid-rangey, kind of grindy synergy deck, it's not that good. So I think that other 2-mana combat trick that perpetually gives +2/+0, if your creature dies that turn, it's also conditional. Okay, hold on, let me think here. So I could go Minthara, swing with both, hoping that they block. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, right? Let's do it. Ooh, they want that extra beetle. But they're getting beat down very quickly this game. If they go for just play another Grey Ogre, I'm fine with it. Grey Ogre with Menace. Yeah, they need to get to 5 mana, and then maybe they can kill this, which is why I'm going to leave up Hippogriff. No plays. And we've got 6 mana for... The game's over. My opponent doesn't know it because they don't know we have this again in our hand. But, yeah, let's just swing here. Make 3 1/1s. That's fine. Okay. I think I'm going to save one of these guys, right? Let's save the Priest, because the Priest can be blinked. So we'll save this. Trigger Intensity. Play this. And now we can send the 4/1 to the air. And my opponent's at 9. So, no time for beetles, I think, this game. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, they had some removal there. We've got intervention up next turn. Now everything grows. Man, Minthara's filthy. The intensity. Yeah, especially if you can sack things instant speed and just boom, crusade. Like +2/+0 to your team out of nowhere with a couple sack effects. Interesting. Getting aggressive here, okay. Deadly Dispute solid, but I think it's got to just be intervention here. Well, I don't have to play it, right? What if I just swing for 8? Is there a way I can kill my opponent? I can't, can I? God. Yeah, no. I can't get these knights into play and then sack one of them. That would be lethal. Yeah, we're just gonna swing for 8 here in the air. And then let's leave up the Soon's Intervention here. Oh, okay. Sure. Could Sewer Plague that guy, but just do this. 2 knights, this, and this. Only 3 modes. Brutal. I'll gain 3. Make 2 4/2s. Ooh, they're 4/2s. GG's. GG. Would have been GG last game, but I couldn't draw a 6th land. You know how it goes. Yeah, that card is so stupid. Those interventions or whatever. Should I keep this? I'm on the draw. I think I keep this. Ooh, Shambling Ghast on turn 1. Very nice. Okay, so we drew the black. Let's pass. Hippogriff being annoying here, tipping my hand to my opponent. Sepulchre Ghoul is pretty good. Nice. Opponents with a good start. Black-white mirror here. Pass. Let's see. They might go for the pump here. I will cast it down if they do. Nope. Okay, so they don't want the treasure. They could have just gotten a treasure there to ramp to a 4-drop, right? That's why I said that. I think I'm going to take my turn here. And let's Sepulchre. They don't play anything on 3. I don't want to kill Sepulchre Ghoul because if they have Deadly Dispute here, that's really annoying for me. If I go for it on upkeep, then they sack Ghast, make it a 4/4. I take 2, and they get a treasure. Ugh. I think I'm just going to do this now. I'm not going to play around Deadly Dispute. Let's just let them have their value. That sucks. Oh well. Next one I can go Flaming Fist, leave up Hippogriff. Oh, nice. Okay, good. I was scared they had Deadly Dispute there. That would have been brutal. Maybe they're just doing a Sewer Plague thing like me. No plays again? Okay, so let's go Flaming Fist, leave up Blessed Hippogriff here. Pass. That doesn't save him. Okay, so they were doing the same thing as me. Good to know. Rasad's going to be good here. I think I'm going to try and get Minthara going first and leave up Hippogriff. Ooh, that's pretty good. Can cast that guy down. Why wouldn't he play that pre-combat? So I could cast that guy down, play Rasad, eat his Ghast. And then Rasad turns into the black one, which makes a 4/1 when it dies. It's pretty good. 5 to specialize. They have 2 cards left. Yeah, let's just go Rasad here. Pass. I can leave him up Minthara and Hippogriff. Oh, Rasad, my Rasad. Okay. Sure. Pass. Damn it. Now they can flip Rasad. into black. White is a 4/4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. They have to discard a card to do it. Yikes. We're just throwing haymakers back and forth here. Yeah, leaving up Hippogriff for any of these removal spells they had wouldn't have done anything. The exile and the minus. Yeah, he tosses this guy. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Ooh, humiliation. Damn it. That still doesn't really do it here. I mean, we can double block and then Patriarch's Humiliation and hope they can't interact with any of that. Oof. I mean, well, we double block so that at least, yeah, we put the 2 damage on their guy. Loses all abilities. So then when it dies, yeah, that's pretty sweet. Then it doesn't make the 4/1, right? Okay, that doesn't matter. My opponent plays it pre-combat again. Ooh, they don't do anything here. Okay, son of a bitch. Drawing lands. Pass. Ugh, stupid golem. Son of a bitch. Do I take 5 here? They have 2 cards in their hand. We're fucking dead. I needed this to kill the Rasad. I need more creatures here, but... I mean, we're not dead because we have that command in our deck, that intervention, but... Do I take 5 here? I think I'm gonna do it. God, I can't do that again, but... Oh, lovely. Okay, and they just randomly had the last land and a mythic dragon. Cool. That is not good enough. Oh, wow. You know what I can do here? Oh, this is crazy. I can go Sewer Plague Rasad and then humiliate it. That way it doesn't make a token. And then I get my Rasad back. My Rasad exiles Ancient Gold Dragon. I've got to do it, don't I? Yeah, I can't let this thing attack me. He's going to get up to 20 fairies in play. So we do this. We do this. Exile that. And I think I just need to leave back my guys to block this stupid fucking Iron Golem. Can't block with Rasad, of course, but... so... Okay. Yeah, Minthara down. Okay, I could flip Rasad to the white side, and that way the creature that's under him, the dragon, is just a 1/1. Or I could be greedy and do this, but I think I should actually just flip to the white side here. So let's do it. Okay, that all worked out beautifully. Holy shit. Had to use both of our removal spells on his Rasad, but getting back our Rasad, because when he flipped it to the black side, it doesn't make the card under it nothing. But now we've made his, oh, Shambling Ghast minus? Oh my god, he drew the Deadly Dispute off the top with Shambling Ghast in play to kill our double teamer. Damn, dude. Well, we got lucky too, so I can't complain, but... Man, we had to play it very perfectly there to even make this all happen, but we did. Imp, okay, but we've got him on the back foot now. Wow, what a game. Devoted Paladin was insane. It's GG's. That's GG's. Yes. Good draws. We had very good draws this game. Cannot complain. I think we got him here. Needs a Wrath off the top. Their deck looks pretty good. That was pretty good. Drawing that Deadly Dispute was nasty. This is a stinker. This, I don't know. I don't know how good this card is. I think it's probably pretty good if you've got a bunch of sack outlets and stuff, right? Next game. Nice. Okay. Take it to game 2 here. We're up a game in this match. Armor. I like against that green deck we sided in this to kill the big stuff, but my opponent's got a bunch of small stuff, right? That they're grinding value on. I like Stalwart again. I think I'm gonna bring in Stalwart and get rid of Valiant Farewell. Sorry, but I don't think the boon's gonna be that great. 3-1s, 2-1s. It doesn't matter if it's a 3-1 or a 2-1 or a 3-2 or a 2-2. I think I'd rather have another body that gets value. So that how much is the blink effect worth? That's a good question on that 4-drop. In our deck, I bet you it's worth something. It's worth like a third of a card. This is pretty good. We are going to keep this. On the draw, I'd rather have this on the play, but this is a nice little curve on the draw. Ooh, Patriarch's Humiliation is going to be excellent. That's going to be just like Lightning Bolt very quickly here. Sepulchre Ghoul's good. Okay. Let's Horde Robber pass. See what my opponent does here. If they play like a Shambling Ghast pre-combat or something, that's pretty good. Some sackable creature. If they just attack with the Ghoul here, I'm just going to take it. I could obviously double block, but I think that's very, very risky. No attacks, no plays? Huh. I'm going to go white so I can Deadly Dispute and Humiliation here. Yeah, let's just see if we can kill this guy now. Nice. Okay. They probably have the Sewer Plague, but that's fine. You can Deadly Dispute whatever they cast it on. There it is. Let's just do that now. Draw 2, make a Treasure. Okay, Anthara's good. Slam her. I'm going to leave this until I have her in play. Although, I don't know. Maybe I... yeah, you know what? Maybe I play that guy. Ooh. Rasad is very nice. Cannot play him and immediately activate him, of course. What should I play here? Rasad is the slowest card, but it's the card that lets me untap into something good. Oof, this is close. They use their Sewer Plague. If I eat their Disciples... 5... Yeah, let's just hook Horror here. Let's hook Horror and pass. Let's see what happens. Ephemerate says Blink is half a card. Yeah, but again, that's context based. So yeah, in like a constructed deck where you're blinking like crazy shit, then it's definitely worth a card. More than, or just Blink in general is worth half a card. Oh, because you're saying because it has Rebound or whatever? Sure, but in some decks it's worth more, right? Okay. Opponent's being aggressive. Yeah, okay. Ooh, the Paladin. Could Rasad first here, but I'm saving him. He's a good removal spell. I think I'm just going to Paladin swing here. Okay. Yeah, we've got some plays here. Going up to 6 land. Love that it's possible to play the mirror in. I know, right? Yeah. Well, these limited sets are pretty, you know, there's not infinite archetypes. It's not like Vintage Cube or something. A lot of times you're playing against, you know, the same color combination, but opponent's got different cards than us, clearly, but really, okay. Opponent's going, yeah, getting aggressive here. All right. Yeah. That's it. So if I give everything I have, vigilance and whatever, am I winning that race? I won't be able to play anything else, right? I think I'm just going to attack with both my guys here. Maybe they play a trick. Armor. So I could pump the team here. Fuck. Should have played Minthara pre-combat. I don't really care to save this guy. So that's fine. We'll let this happen. Let's play Minthara. Yeah. Damn. If we had the intensity 1 there, that would have been sick. I should have thought about the stupid 1 mana trick. Yeah, 1 mana. It's not a lot. They did have 2 mana up. They could have had other stuff too, but that was a good one. Okay. Sure. That makes sense. Kill my best guy. Tap my guys. Do 6 to me? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know if they can afford to attack here. Yeah, yeah. With all of them, I mean. Makes sense that they attack with these two, but this is getting close. My opponent's desperately trying to kill me before I overwhelm them. Ooh, that was insane. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cast both of these guys. That's pretty bananas. But then it just enters the battlefield again. Maybe I should just activate Unicorn, play Rasad here, right? Yeah. One or more permanents. Yeah, it still triggers. God, that's annoying. Okay. Put him to 1. All right, 4 blockers back. We're at 10 life. They're at 1. Not sure if they can kill us this turn. I don't think they can. So I think we just got the 3-0 here. Let's not be hasty, though. My opponent still has cards in hand and lands in play. I don't know all the rares and mythics in this set. There could be some kind of Wrath or something, but that would be pretty good. Good game, they say. Good game. Got him. All right, finally a victory. 3-0.